Maze, I knew it. As soon as I got up this morning, I put on my Pack Your Knives t-shirt. I was manifesting something in the universe that today it would be announced officially that Top Chef Season 23 is coming to my city of Charlotte, Maze.
Oh my God, Top Chef Charlotte?
Top Chef, well, they're calling it Top Chef Carolinas.
Oh.
They're calling it Carolinas, but it's the hub city is in the Queen City, my hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina, with a little detour with Greenville, South Carolina for a few episodes, according to this press release. I'm reading from Food and Wine magazine as I'm wearing my Pack Your Knives t-shirt. Top Chef may have just crowned its season 22 winner, Tristen Epps, in late June, but the show is already prepping the Last Chance Kitchen once again for season 23. And now we know where the next round of chef testants will be competing. On Wednesday, Bravo announced that season 23 of Top Chef will take over not one but two states by traveling to the Carolinas. And naturally, host Kristen Kitsch, head judge Tom Colicchio, and perennial judge Gail Simmons are coming along for the ride. It will be centered in the emerging and diverse culinary hub of Charlotte, North Carolina, with several episodes in Greenville, South Carolina, embracing the rich history, agriculture, and outdoors, and the home of Pack Your Knives. No, that's not in the press release, but I threw it in there because I'm excited. I am this excited that Top Chef Season 23 is going to be in the Michael Jordan, Wilmington, North Carolina's own, Chapel Hill, UNC, Michael Jordan. There are a lot of ties to Top Chef that I think people might have kind of known a little bit, but I'll just explain it. Tristen Epps, the literal reigning winner of Top Chef, went to Johnson & Wales at Charlotte, the Johnson & Wales cooking school in Charlotte. Not to be outdone, Sara Bradley, two-time Top Chef competitor and finalist, also went to culinary school here in Charlotte at Johnson & Wales. There's Jamie Lynch, who has been on Top Chef 2 times. He's from Charlotte, has had Charlotte restaurants and also ties to Charleston. Sam Talbot from season 2 came back in season 14, Charleston. He's raised in Charlotte and worked as a busboy at Village Tavern, a place that I loved, the location over in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where I went to college. I'm just beyond the moon, Maze. So you're probably like, wait, really? Charlotte?
I'm stunned. I never would have thought that in the run of Pack Your Knives, we'd have Top Chef taking place in your very backyard, Tom.
Yeah.
You can go to all of the restaurants that they shoot at. You can sleuth around, maybe lurk on the set. Who knows what types of tidbits you're going to get this year.
Yeah, I still can't believe this. You know, like the idea that some of my friends may be involved in the show, or restaurants that I really love are going to be involved on the show. Really exciting. And I think the spotlight, we're ready. Charlotte is one of the top growing cities in America. It is known for its sports, certainly. NASCAR is headquartered here. The NASCAR Hall of Fame is here. Charlotte is home to the Hornets, the Panthers, FC, one of the best soccer clubs in the country. But it's also the home of one of the busiest airports in America is the Charlotte American Airlines hub. So a lot of people have probably come through Charlotte and sat on those rocking chairs. And they're like, man, I wish I could get some good food here. The home of Bojangles. If you've ever had fried chicken from Bojangles, get ready. So
yeah, I mean, some fried chicken challenges, some
barbecue
challenges.
The literal Instagram press release. The first image is a C with barbecue sauce. It's a C with pulled pork. And then they spell out Carolinas as you go through the carousel, the gallery. And the first image you see is the C is from pulled pork barbecue in the form of a C with some sauce. And what you're going to learn, Maze, and I will teach you now, is that there's 2 kinds of Carolina barbecue. Okay, it's very important you know this. There's Eastern style.
Tell me about it though.
Eastern style, and then there's Lexington style, like West style, as they call it. Eastern style,
Carolina?
North Carolina. Yes, not just the home of University of Kentucky, where Sara Bradley went to college, but Lexington, North Carolina is the home of some of the best barbecue you'll get in the country. And that's more of pork shoulder with a red ketchup and vinegar sauce. Whereas the Eastern style, which I'm more of a fan of, Eastern style barbecue is whole hog, the entire hog. And as they say, it's everything on a pig except for the squeal. Is whole hog Eastern style barbecue, and it's vinegar based. It's a vinegar based sauce, not ketchup based.
This is what I knew. I knew about the vinegar base. And is it, as I believe KFC is popularized, the Carolina Gold? Is it yellow?
Yeah, Carolina Gold rice is a South Carolina rice that has been all over Top Chef over the years. I think Tristen even used Carolina Gold rice in the season finale. This is a really cool moment for the city of Charlotte. Also a young city, but also old, and I'll explain that. Charlotte, Mays, as a historian yourself, you'll be interested to know this. We declared Mecklenburg County, which is what Charlotte is, Mecklenburg County, declared independence from Great Britain before the founding fathers did. Yes, Charlotte is the birthplace of America, more so than this guy, Thomas Jefferson. If you want to know about this story, read a former ESPN sports writer wrote this book called Who's Your Founding Father? And Thomas Jefferson basically cribbed the entire Declaration of Independence from some dudes in Charlotte. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Buried in history. Never heard of this till right now. From
Charlotte's
that's why own Tom Haberstroh.
That's why every year in May, the Charlotte as a city in Mecklenburg County celebrates MECDEC Day, Mecklenburg Declaration of Independence, which happened months before the founding fathers did. And they only declared with this written statement because our guy, Captain Jack, there's a beer here called Captain Jack from the Old Mecklenburg Brewery. Captain Jack rode on horseback from Charlotte, North Carolina, up to Philadelphia to tell all the politicians up there, hey, we're out of here. We're done with this taxation thing. And that letter was, amazingly enough, the foundation of a lot of the stuff they wrote in that Declaration of Independence. So anyway, Charlotte has a lot of old history, but it's a relatively new history. When you drive into Charlotte as a city, you almost see all the buildings are blue because they're glass and they're reflecting the wonderful blue sky of Charlotte. Whereas if you fly into Atlanta or drive into Atlanta, it's a lot of brick. It's an older city that isn't like the skyscrapers are filled with glass. It's a lot of brick. Whereas Charlotte, it's blue, which is why Charlotte, the Hornets, they have those blue colors, the Panthers, the blue. All of this blue hue is from just the blue skies and the blue uptown. It's not downtown Charlotte. It's called uptown Charlotte. So I'm giving you a history lesson only to prep the audience for what's about to happen. You're probably going to get a lot of Charlotte history, and you guys are going to be ahead of everything. And here at Pack Your Knives, I can tell you, this season of Top Chef is not only going to be great because it's going to be in our backyard here in Charlotte, North Carolina, but we've got some really exciting news to break soon. We're working on some stuff and we will be making an official announcement soon, but I'm very excited about this upcoming season of Pack Your Knives. And it's only going to be better because of this news that dropped today. So lots of barbecue, lots of fried food, lots of farming, agriculture,
whole hogs.
Whole hogs, gonna be some pigs for sure. Some restaurants that I am really excited to see if they're going to be part of this. I haven't heard anything. I'm actually in Pinehurst, North Carolina, as I'm taping this, just a couple hours east of Charlotte. Oh, one thing I want to mention. Charlotte geographically is on the border of South Carolina. Okay. So that's a big reason why you're seeing Top Chef Carolinas is that Greenville's like an hour. Greenville, South Carolina is like an hour away from Charlotte, which is weird because we're in two different states. But Charlotte is sitting on the border of South Carolina. So when you're hearing the Charlotte Hornets, when the coach of the Charlotte Hornets is saying that we're really excited to lead the next era of the Carolinas, it's because Charlotte is basically a South Carolina town too. Okay. Who else should I give a shout out here? So there's Jamie Lynch, Sara Bradley, Tristen Epps, Sam Talbot. I have connections here. Katsuji. Katsuji's in Raleigh, North Carolina, just an hour up the road, a couple hours up the road. Savannah Miller, big fan. Pack Your Knives favorite. Savannah Miller is in Durham, North Carolina, just a couple hours down the road. So would love to see them make an appearance this season. I would love to be on this season. Maze, if you can pull some strings.
Cooking?
No, eating. I would very much. No one needs to see me around a kitchen cooking. No one needs to see that. But you know what? I should say.
Yeah, that could be good.
I'm really excited. Also, Eric Adjepong. Eric, you know what? Shout out to Pearls Before Wine on Instagram. Pearls Before Wine _ reached out to us and said, I'm convinced you guys influenced this decision after Eric came for Taste of Charlotte. She's absolutely right. We manifested this back in April, right?
Yeah.
The Charlotte Streets Festival was in mid-April, and Eric Adjepong was the celebrity chef of that event, the big food festival here in Charlotte. Little did we know that in a few months' time, we'd learn that Charlotte was the hub of the next season of Top Chef. So Eric, Eric, I think all these forces are combining this season, Maze.
Top Chef Illuminati.
Top Chef Illuminati. Yeah. You know, Tom Colicchio ties to North Carolina. Did you know this?
No. Tell me about it.
Huge fan of the UNC Tar Heels. Went to a bunch of Tar Heels games. And Dean Smith, the all-time greatest head coach in my book in college hoops, Dean Smith, the coach of the UNC Tar Heels, used to go to New York and have dinner at Kraft at Tom Colicchio's restaurant. And we uncovered this on our YouTube page. You can find Tom Colicchio Joins Pack Your Knives, where Kevin and I interviewed Tom, and he revealed, I was like, do you follow basketball? He's like, not only do I follow basketball, I'm a huge UNC fan. And Chapel Hill is just a couple hours down the road from Charlotte. And it's very much a Chapel Hill city, Charlotte is. Now they've got some leadership with ties to Duke, drafted 3, 4, 5 Duke players in the draft this year. There's a lot of stuff that I think Tom's going to be really excited about, and kind of buried in the lead here, burying the lead. It's exciting that Gail, Tom, and Kristen are back. You know, it's kind of like a given in our minds, but it's great to see that they're going to be back for this season of Top Chef, and I'm thrilled. Here's a quote here from Steve Bagwell, who is the CEO of Charlotte Regional Visitors Authority, CRVA. Said, hosting Top Chef presents an inspiring stage to spotlight the talent, authenticity, and creativity that have made the Queen City one of the nation's fastest growing destinations. Hell yeah. I said hell yeah. Not Steve, but I'm sure he would echo that sentiment. So Queen City, let's go. Any questions, Maze, that you'd like to?
I was going to say, how many local chefs do you think end up as contestants?
I haven't heard of any. This is only to say that I have no knowledge of any chefs that have been asked.
Usually it's It's a handful.
A couple,
last year was
maybe.
only one.
Mm-hmm. Massimo was the only one. I would guess maybe 1 or 2 would be from here in Charlotte. But, you know, I would hope that Tristen will be back to be a guest judge for one of these episodes because of his ties to Charlotte. Used to live here along with Sara Bradley, Sam Talbot. I would suspect you're going to get like 2 or 3 from the Carolinas. Yeah. Some James Beard nominated chefs here, the Colliers. Salud, this brewery and coffee shop, was nominated last year as like a James Beard award-winning brewery. that's a national stage. That's a national award, not just the South. But shout out to all the OGs here in Charlotte. The Kindred restaurant, Joe Kindred, Kindred up in Davidson, where Steph Curry went to college. Steph Curry, also a Charlotte native. Kindred is a wonderful restaurant that has right down the street from my house, Milk Bread, which is great, and Albertine's, which is new restaurant, high-end Mediterranean restaurant in Uptown Charlotte.
There's the question. Will Steph and Aisha, who has her own little restaurant operation, will they come by the Carolinas? Will they tap into the Top Chef kitchen?
They got to. And Del Curry is still the Charlotte Hornets broadcaster, and as well as Seth Curry, Steph's brother, is on the Charlotte Hornets. There's got to be a Curry episode, right? I mean, Curry, it's in the name, right there.
Mm-hmm. Be huge.
You'd like to see Steph, right? You'd like to see.
I like to see Aisha.
Talk to me about Aisha.
Steph clapping from the sideline. I'd like to see him cheer her on in a quick fire or something like that. That would be fun.
Yeah. So often we see Aisha clapping him on, but we need to see the roles reversed, because as we all know, it's Queen City, right? The Queen wears the pants. They rule everything, right? As you're finding out now as a married man.
That's right.
By the way, breaking news, Pack Your Knives listeners, Anthony Mays got married this summer. Yeah, congratulations.
They've been dying to know.
So, Queen City, Charlotte, gonna be the home of Top Chef season 23, Michael Jordan's number. This is exciting. I'm very excited. If you have I'm just learning about this now, so I'll probably have more thoughts about this in another post. Maybe we can get Eric onto the show and talk about it, or some other characters in the Charlotte kind of zeitgeist. We can bring them on, and I'm really excited to introduce Charlotte to all of our listeners. I genuinely think you will come here and love being here. It's a great, affordable, wonderful weather. It's close to the mountains. My brother-in-law lives in Waynesville, North Carolina. My wife's sister and her family lives in Waynesville, North Carolina. It's 2 hours away is the Asheville Mountains, right? It's
Tom,
right there.
They're gonna watch a television show about Charlotte. Are you trying to get people to move to Charlotte before Top Chef happens?
Yeah, I'm saying come on down.
Okay.
We'd love to have you. It's a wonderful city, and it's growing. And if you want to participate in the growth, a lot of chefs I know of are coming from New York or LA or Miami and coming to Charlotte to open up restaurants or Austin, right? Coming from Austin because it's a great young city. And it used to be just known as a banking town because Bank of America has its headquarters here. Wells Fargo has a hub here, but it's so much more than just banking. A lot of young energy. I went to college just down the road, an hour away from Charlotte, and I really wanted to come back. And that's why my family, we raise our kids here in Charlotte. It's just a wonderful place to raise a family. So I don't know why I'm trying to recruit people to move here, but Maze, hey, look, the Currys are here. You know, you can come over here. And, yeah. Well, at least Del and Seth are here, you know?
That's plural Currys.
That's right.
More than one?
More importantly, when you forget the Currys, Top Chef is coming here. So that's why you should move here.
Yeah, get here before the Top Chef bump, you know?
Get in on the ground floor. So stay tuned. Got lots to come here at Pack Your Knives. But I am very, very excited, as well you all should be, that Top Chef is coming to Queen City.